open adoption, guess who's been here? My daughter's birth mother is here. Isn't that cool? Okay, it's cool for me. I know the mothers, adoptive mothers who don't care about their children. They're selfish, possessive. It's like only I must love my child. I don't know if they've got that same attitude about aunts, grandmothers. The more love a child has, the better. If you wouldn't deny a child the aunt, why would you deny them their birth mother? Especially if they both want to be, in some kind of relationship. That's not love, that's possession. There's a difference. And biological mothers do the same thing where they possess the child. It's not loved, it's possessed. They must be an extension of me. And that's what the adoptive mothers want too. This child is an extension of me. She doesn't have her own heritage, which is usually different from ours. She doesn't have my genes. I need to accept that. And she wants to know, she might want to know, most likely, especially when she's female, who gave her genes. She might want to know whose blood she has within her, And true love allows that. But anyway, or facilitates it, or if you're like me, searches for it. As I said, I could tell that this birth mother is open, very honest, and there's no way she would just disappear. And you know how that went. It turned out all the social workers had been lying to us, both, and not passing my messages to her and not passing hers to me. So it was that wall of silence which we broke past and found each other. And here we are. We're going to have no domestic worker next month after July 5. She's not been working. She's she's going to therapy regularly. She's blossoming. And I thought, okay, she's looking for a job. She's been desperately looking for a job. She wants to feed her children. That sense of dignity that everyone wants to be able to do something for their children and this time provide their needs. She has that need. I can fill it because I'm going to have a gap. And then she'll have even more money than what I've been able to give her or what we've been able to give her. It's a win-win. What about emotionally? So I first checked with Amarissa if she'd be okay with her birth mother being in the house Monday to Friday. Not the whole day, just, working hours. And she was totally fine with it. And in fact, because we've tried to meet her, she has begged to meet her. So she said, now she'll have no choice. She's going to have to see me. Indeed, she did. And she survived it. She survived it. I was so scared it'll break her. But she survived it. I was scared for birth mom. Her heart is so fragile. She hates herself so much. Our mothers, they have they wouldn't care. But the way they damage us leaves us open to further damage. It's bad. I was looking back and telling people the things my husband has been doing, like bringing female colleagues to the house. And I'm thinking, why in the world did I accept that kind of disrespect? But I had no choice. I was hopeful. I was growing. He was growing. So maybe he's going to grow out of it. And he will actually collect male friends instead of female friends, bringing them to the house. What was that? It's like in your face. See, look, what was that? What kind of disrespectful husband does that? What is wrong with him? And as she said, you actually covered up for him. You did not realize it, but all these years until now, you covered up for him. And that is true. When the girls came, I never said to his fellow male idol worshippers who were there, I never said to them, but this is wrong. He's been preaching to you at church not to have female friends if you're a male. But why is he being a blatant hypocrite and bringing these girls to my house? And always only girls. That's just one example which I've used before. And that was back in 2014, 2013, guys. And there was something else he said, and she's like, what? But she's not like a Christian or anything. She loves God, but she's like, I would have sworn at him. How in the world have you done it? Okay, that's actually just part of I might as well talk about that. That's part of our relationship. I know what her last boyfriend did, how he broke her. He's the reason she ended up in psychiatric care. She had been dealing with depression all her life, but he broke her down so badly that she literally broke down. She was a broken doll who her daughter had to take care of. And she's like, Sister Adi, it took him just 2 years to break me. And you've lived with this for 27 years. You are so strong. And that is the blessing of an open adoption. We can strengthen each other. A woman is to place her child is most of them are broken in some way or many ways. It's good that we can build each other up. That's how the open adoption is going. We're talking about everything and anything. And we're talking to our daughter. Hey! So they hugged, they got to, we spent the first day. I was showing her the house, the kinds of things she'll do, telling her the way the children are, explaining their different disorders and conditions. Yeah, we're still going through that. It's a lot. And I am also mindful that she has ADHD. So I need to be slow and as short as possible. Instead of giving all the information all at once, I'm doing it piecemeal so that she can sit with what she has and it can, be there in her brain. And no, I don't think, anyway, this is the best place for her because I love her and no boss would love her. And she would have had to choose between therapy or work. And that would have been a disaster. She needs therapy. And I'm so glad she's going. So, Marissa said, a few hours after she'd been here, she seems like a nice lady. That's how it is. The social worker had said she's going to be confused when she found out that when I told her that I'd gotten around her blocking our relationship and found birth mom myself and was talking to her directly. You're going to make your child confused. She won't even know who's the mother. My child's not stupid. She has learning disorders, but she's not stupid. Her IQ she's not what they used to call mentally retarded. Her IQ is not 2. And even then, I think even if it was 10, she would know this is mom, this is not. But anyway, she knows exactly who mom is. That is Auntie so-and-so, this is mom. She keeps saying mom to me. Isn't that funny? But yeah, I think she's a nice lady, mom. Mom, don't you think, I think she's anxious. She's very nervous. She was asking me, imagine that, she was asking me if she's making my bed okay. Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this fine? And so I told her, yes, it's fine. It's better than I would make it. Now, this is my 11-year-old with ADHD telling her birth mom that she's made the bed perfectly well because it's better than what she would do. And that's fine because I don't need perfection. I just need a clean house. So even if it wasn't perfect, it wouldn't matter. But that's how our interaction is going. Yesterday, because she's always had questions and I've always had the answers from both parents. As I might have told you last time, but wherever her father is, biological father, whether in prison, whether out, whether staying with his mother, wherever he is, he gets in touch and asks how she is, always. And Amy grew up knowing that I'm in touch with her birth mother. So whenever she asks questions, she knows the answers. I've already told her that you look like your birth father, so they say. So she asked her yesterday, is it true that I look like my biological father? So Auntie so-and-so said, yes, you do. You have many of his features. And she said, but he's a jailbird. She didn't say jailbird. She said, but he's a prisoner. I don't want to look like a prisoner. But then we got over that. Then she said, fine, I'll have to look like him. Then let me look at his pictures. So I showed her some pictures of him. And she said, okay, fine. It's okay. It's okay that I look like him. And when I die, will he come to my funeral? Huh? Don't ask us the huge leap that she took from, okay, I'll look like him too. When I'm dead, will he come to my funeral? I'm also guessing that if she dies, I must tell him and then he'll come. That's how our open adoption relationship is going thus far. Really open. I love it. See you soon.